Hey there, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be your general reading for the first half of May 2019. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I will be doing tarot based on zodiac sign, which you know because you're here. So also every Monday I post a video called Metaphysical Monday where we talk metaphysical. So I have some crystal videos, and I also have a new moon video coming up so you can create your own new moon ritual. So definitely check that out. Make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified when those videos come out. And also there is a link to the playlist for all of the Metaphysical Monday videos in the description box below. So let's get started. I'm going to continue shuffling for Taurus, first half of May. And while I shuffle, I'm going to remind you that this is a general reading. So I will be connecting to energies from all over the place. There will be messages for many different people, and if something doesn't resonate for you, then it is meant for somebody else. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for them. Okay, the card on the bottom of the deck is going to determine the overall energy for the reading, what we're going to be talking about, since we don't have a question to go off of, and we have the Eight of Rods. All right, so we have something that you're trying to put out there, something that you really want to move on, something that you're feeling really motivated on. So let's see, what do we have for Taurus? Ooh. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we're working hard at something we're working really hard at, getting really kind of overworked, it feels like. That's Taurus. Seven of Swords, another seven. Okay. So we have some kind of overwhelmed issues going on. Some too many choices, too many. That's all I'm hearing. Let's get a couple more cards for Taurus. I think I just like threw one. What happened there? Did the High Priestess. All right, so some intuition going on there. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, there goes that one. We'll take that one. And that was the World. Okay. So we have some good cards. Some kind of shaky in the beginning, like maybe the first week of May that is kind of feeling a little bit overwhelming. There's kind of a lot going on. You're working really hard at something and you're kind of feeling like maybe it's maybe you're just not getting credit for it, or somebody's kind of not really allowing you to think your own thoughts. Like there's some confusion as to what is yours and what is theirs, and maybe there's some kind of empathing going on there where you feel like you're not sure if what you're thinking is for you or somebody else. But I feel like that's where this intuition comes in. You're going to, I feel like you're going to realize what's what, and whatever this overwhelming or too many choices or too much going on, too many things to do, I feel like that's going to clear up. I feel like that's going to clear up rather quickly, because this came out pretty quick and it came out on its own. So I feel like this intuition is coming in for you, and it's going to help you. The world is just like a culmination of everything. Everything's going to come together for you. It's being provided for. It's kind of represents all of the elements in as a whole. So let's see, what else do we have for Taurus? There was a card upside down. Taurus. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, so we have some juggling going on, I feel still, but I feel like you're okay with that. Like you've narrowed it down to two. Like you brought these sevens down and you've narrowed it down to two. So, and I feel like you're kind of okay with doing both. So I don't know if it's actually work related, if there's like job stuff where you feel like you're being overworked, or if you're just overwhelmed in general with just everything that's going on in your life right now. But I feel like you get in touch with your intuition, you start trusting your feelings and your emotions more, and it does bring you to a place where you can kind of just narrow it down a lot, and you've narrowed it down from 7 to 5 basically, but I feel like you're having fun with it. So this could be like one's work and one's play, or maybe 2 jobs. Could be 2 jobs that you're just I don't feel like you're choosing between them. I feel like you're doing both, whatever these 2 options are. If there's some kind of, I know summer's kind of coming up, if there's like a work opportunity and also a volunteer opportunity coming your way, you decide to go with both, and you're good with it. I feel like that's going to come the first couple weeks of May. So what else do we have? Anything else we need to know for Taurus? Queen of Swords. Okay. So I feel like we're being told to choose our words wisely. I feel like that is not being too harsh with our words, being more in the helpful chats is what chats. Okay. Helpful chats is what I'm hearing. I don't know if there's somebody that you talk to, excuse me, that might be in need of some wise words from you. But I feel like that's also going to play into, maybe this is part of what was in the like overwhelmed area. I feel like this kind of helps you. Maybe there's somebody in your life that is also like, this could be you, this could be another person, this could be somebody that you're confiding in that helps you narrow down to get everything down into a manageable pace. Or it's you helping somebody else out, verbally, communication wise. Something's being communicated between you and somebody else. All right, let's get some advice for Taurus. Advice. The Magician. Okay. So start gathering your resources. Ooh, hi. There we go. Start gathering your resources. The Magician is a manifester. This is like the manifesting card. It's where you start seeing the fruits of your labor. So I feel like gathering your resources and making shit happen, basically. So I feel like just a gathering of the resources. Make sure you know who's got your back, and use that to focus your energies on what you really want to make happen for you. All right, so what other advice do we have for Taurus? The High Priest. Okay. So I feel like the High Priest is a hard one to decipher when it comes to asking for advice. There's just, it usually is like something legal, or something that a contract that needs to be signed, or there's a ceremony of some sort. But when it comes to advice, I feel like I don't think that you're seeking somebody to get the advice from. What I feel like is more, okay, so we have the High Priestess and the High Priest, right? It's like 2 sides of the coin. So where she is intuition, he is more mandates, rules, laws. So I feel like maybe the advice coming from this card is to set your own rules and follow your own rules. I feel like is more accurate, and the more I say rules, the better it feels. It's kind of hard to explain. The word rules, follow the rules, but they're your rules is what I'm getting. They're your rules. So I feel like maybe because these both came out for advice, that that's what you're making. You're manifesting your own sense of what's right and wrong and what you need to do, and basically like setting limitations for yourself as far as keeping yourself on track, keeping yourself on schedule. But it's with a set of rules that you place for yourself. So I feel like that's the advice. It looks like you're doing some good stuff, but I feel like maybe you're trying to do too much at once, and that you need to get in touch with your intuition. That is the process that you're headed towards for May. But I feel like it comes in pretty quick. I feel like the at first it's overwhelming and you're just like, I want to do it all. I have all the it's summertime and I have, a set amount of time where I can just do what I want. And so all of these ideas kind of flow in, and there's so much that you want to get done and so much that you want to do, and you start to slow yourself down and start to kind of rethink and reassess, well, what did I get myself into? And so I feel like rather quickly you reach that point, and then you're like, well, I really need to take a step back and really feel my way through this, and what is it that feels right for me right now. And I feel like that you do have that happen for you. You do narrow it down to just a couple of things for you to keep in place. But I think that there's a helper. Could be a female, but maybe somebody somebody that's direct with you, but not in a way that will hurt your feelings. They're direct in communication, but they're in a loving way, in a gentle way. So could be male, could be female. I don't really do genders in the cards, just energies. Somebody that is gentle with their words, but gets their point across. So I feel like there's somebody like that in your life that's going to help you reach this point of narrowing down all of the stuff that you want to do or that you feel like you have to do. And you do get it down to a manageable pace. But I also feel like you need to gather some resources. I feel like maybe this person's a resource for you, but that you're going to set your own rules. You're going to set your own rules and you're going to follow them, and that's going to help you create this stability and balance in your life. I'm feeling balance right now, and I'm drawn to these two cards. The High Priestess, is also balanced, and then we have kind of literal balancing act with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like that's what you're worried about in the beginning, but I feel like you do reach that balance by the middle of May. So that is what the cards have for Taurus for the first half of May. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when Metaphysical Monday comes out. And if you're interested in the past Metaphysical Monday videos, the playlist is linked in the description box below. Thank you again, and as always, have a blessed day.